All right, with the temperatures dropping, a lot of people associated wintertime with colds. A lot of people huddled together and, spreading germs. So it does happen. And of course, there's no cure for the common cold. There are steps, however, that you can take to help your body fight the cold. And joining me this morning to give us some great ideas about foods that we can eat to help us is nutritionist Stacy Goldberg. Thank you so much for coming back with us. We really appreciate it.
Thank you for having me. Excited to be here.
Yeah, a lot of people say, feed a cold, starve a fever. Any truth to that?
Yeah, so absolutely. You want to make sure that you are feeding your body the right way when you feel like you have the symptoms coming on of a cold, or even when you're sick. We don't really want to eat sometimes when we're sick, but what's important is to make sure you're getting antioxidants, vitamin C, and boosting your immunity during that time.
Is it more than just taking supplements and drinking lots of water?
Absolutely. I believe food is medicine. So water is important. It plays a role. You don't want to get dehydrated, but you can get nutrition very succinctly through your food, and that's what I want to talk about today.
Well, what's your favorite food to fight a cold?
My favorite food to fight a cold, well, I have a couple. So first and foremost, one of them is kale. So iceberg is really the polyester of lettuce, right? So not a whole lot of nutrition. The powerhouse is kale, and this will give you vitamins A, E, C, and it really is going to be a superfood to help you.
You have this right over here.
I have this right over here. Isn't it a beautiful salad?
Yeah.
This was prepared by the Stage Deli in West Bloomfield, and because we can't always do it ourselves, but if you want to boost your immunity, this is powerful. Wild rice, kale, pumpkin seeds, a lot of color in here. You want to think color. There's dried cranberries in there. Very important.
Can I try that?
You can absolutely try that. Taste that.
And so this is not like you have to just get a huge forkful of just kale. This makes it
it brings in the citrus,
delicious,
which is also important. So not always possible for people to grab something or prepare something like that.
It's nice and tangy with a little bit of sweetness. I like that.
It is. I like to complement the bitter with the sweet, and that's really good for your palate too when you're not feeling like eating so much. If you're on the run, this is a kale chip, so it's a good snack alternative.
Is it as good as the fresh?
This is actually air crisped and dehydrated, so the nutrients are more available, the enzymes are live, so it's a better way to consume it if you can consume it fresh. That's always my first choice.
Sure.
Not realistic for most people who are on the run.
I always think of vitamin C when I'm trying to fight a cold, and I see you do have some fruit here.
I do. So vitamin C, again, first and foremost, try to get some oranges, try to get citrus fruit. If you can't, there are better alternatives. I love these little fruit pouches. This is by Frugies.
So like
they're organic.
Gel,
it's just like an applesauce or a fruit sauce in a squeeze pack, and you can try that if you'd like.
I've never had this before.
It's fun, and you know what, this actually
24 karat orange juice. Does it have carrots with
oranges? It has carrots and oranges, so it gives you 100% of your daily value of vitamin C. They also make one with kale grape, which is another way to get kale in, especially for kids.
These four together.
No.
But this is really quite good.
And what I did with that, Alicia, to build on that, was I made a candy corn parfait. Doesn't have to just be Halloween.
You use this
I used the Frugies. I used organic applesauce at the bottom to give you vitamin C, which also
pretty too.
and that can also help to shorten the duration of your cold and reduce the severity of the symptoms. So then I layered it with a probiotic-filled Greek yogurt. So that's going to give you the healthy bacteria that your gut actually needs to help boost your immunity and fight off infection. Topped it with the Frugies, and then topped it with Kind Healthy Grains granola, because you want to make sure that you are also getting whole grains at that time, because you want the vitamin E, you want the dietary fiber to keep you full, and you want to boost the protein. You want to make sure you're getting enough protein to keep your muscle recovery there, especially if you're active and working out. Very important to make sure you're getting protein.
The fruits and vegetables.
It's not just about the superfoods.
And we were talking about drinking water, but you also recommend other liquids as well?
I do. So water, first and foremost, is the champion of all liquids, I believe. But you want to try to incorporate some other things, especially, interesting things that would be palatable at that time if you're fighting a cold. This is a coconut water that also has aloe vera in it, so it's very soothing, and it's going to help to strengthen your immunity, strengthen your immune system, and prevent dehydration, especially if you're traveling at the time, if you're flying a lot, if you're very active, you do hot yoga. You want to try to get a coconut water that's not filled with a lot of added sugars, and then all I did here was I infused a few organic raspberries to give it a little pop. So try it, Alicia. Tell me what you think.
Okay, it looks kind of like lemonade.
It's naturally sweet, comes from Thailand.
The coconut flavor is different. Like if you're thinking, when I looked at this, I'm thinking lemonade, but no, it's not bad. It's pretty good.
It's different, and it's a good thing to try. You know, it's good really, really cold. You want to try to have some foods that are available, especially keep them in the house if you are fighting an infection.
So at the first
so you
sign,
have it at
go
the
straight
first
to them.
sign. Yeah, because you know what happens is you run to the store, you grab what's there,
Sure.
typically Gatorade. I love this product. This is new on the market, Good to Grow, available at CVS, great for kids.
All wonderful ideas. And of course, they can get them. Do you have a website?
Well, saberful.com is our website, but
Perfect.
you can get these at local grocers, Amazon, Whole Foods.
Stacy Goldberg, nutritionist, who's helped us in the past. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.